Good morning, sunshines. I thought it was about time I introduced your pack to you. I know you've all got them now, and I hope you've had a little look through and are excited about some of the activities to do. There's lots in it, isn't there? So please don't worry, you haven't got to do all of it, but I hope that all the parts of it will be really useful for you in keeping your learning going, okay? Probably one of the most important things that you can do. I hope you're all on reading eggs now. I'll be checking in with you on this weekend. Is to have a go on the reading eggs, because that practices your phonics, helps you do blending to read. And we really want to keep you on your reading journey so that when you come back to us and then you head through to year 1, you're feeling really happy and confident about your books. And there's lots of books on reading eggs that you can enjoy, because I'm sorry we're not able to send you out books at the moment. I did put a note in the pack for mums and dads, just to say what I thought would be really great for you to do each day. I do understand that some of you have got older siblings. Obviously, some of you are working at times and such. So don't feel that you need to be sat by the side of your child all the time doing this writing and drawing. Pick one of those activities a day, maybe just one writing activity or one making activity, or one maths activity. That would really help, okay? But there is on the website, if you go, if you scroll down to home learning and then open foundation, there are videos for each day. And what I've done now is I've organised them into each day. Okay, so it says the date, and once you open that up, that will have a phonics video, a maths video, and it will also have a story or English video. Sometimes I'll put extras on as well. Put some links up to do with the theme that we're talking about at the moment. We're still looking at light and dark. We're looking at day and night, but we're moving from day and night into space and exploring space. And that will be carrying on right through till half term and a little bit beyond. Okay, so that's going to be our theme going forward. Now, we've got 2 books that we're looking at over the next 2 weeks. And the first one is The Night Pirates. And I have now put 3 videos on. I'm telling the story in 3 parts because it's the most brilliant story. And there's lots of thinking to do around it and what might be happening and enjoying the pictures. There's an awful lot in this book to enjoy together. So I've popped that. That is already on videos on the website. So in the pack, to do with the Night Pirates, which is called our week 1 book, so carries on right through till next Wednesday or Thursday, there's a sequencing activity. I know everybody likes cutting and sticking, so get your pictures cut out, have a look at the story again, and try and decide what happens first in the story. Do we go to the island with the pirates first, or do the pirates arrive? Or does it start with the ship sailing away? Let's have a think. Decide which goes first and next until the last picture. This activity here is speech bubbles. And apart from the rough, tough girl pirate captain saying, "Welcome aboard," we don't really hear much of what she says to Tom and what Tom says to her. So that's time to use your imagination. What might they say to each other? Okay, if you want to practice your writing, you can have a go at writing it. Okay, and if you're not too sure about the phonemes, don't worry. Do your mark making, get that writing in there. But also, parents, you can have a go at writing it in for them, especially if your child, your sunshine, has got lots and lots of things to say. It's great to build up their story language and their imagination. So try that one. Have fun. Where would you like to go on an adventure? Draw and write. Okay, so little pictures of an adventure you'd like to go to. You might not be a pirate adventure, might be a space adventure, might be an exploring in the jungle adventure. Who knows? Just let your imagination run away with you, okay? Have a think where you go. And it says you can write as well. So if you want to say, I would go to the jungle, so we need to write out I would go, one of our tricky words, and jungle, jungle. Hear those sounds and put those sounds down, okay? That's how we start to write, don't we? We've got a map. Draw a map of the pirates' journey. Where do they go? What do they see? And Captain Patch was very, very cross, wasn't he? And he says, if you don't bring my treasure back, I'm going to tell my mum. He does get cross, doesn't he? Can you think of a pirate's curse that you might put in there? What would you say to any pirates that took your treasure? I'm so cross, I'm going to make you... Ooh, have a little think about it. What would you put in there? So lots of activities around the night pirates. You don't have to do them all, but why not try 2 or 3 and stick them in your fabulous book, because I'm so looking forward to seeing those books when you're back with us. Please make sure you put your bits and pieces in there, because we'd love to have it back at the end. Okay, maths. Each day at the moment, over these next couple of weeks, we've been looking really carefully at the numbers 6, 7 and 8. Okay, and to get really good at those numbers and to learn all about them, to be able to count them out and to know what numbers make up those numbers, which is so important for all your maths going forward, we've got lots of activities. Sometimes I will ask you to have a look at a White Rose video, because there is a lady called Mrs. Cooper, or Miss Cooper, and she's doing some fantastic videos on there, and she's got some great visuals for you to use as well. In your pack, to keep you practicing, we started, didn't we, just before Christmas, looking at adding, and I've put some sums in there where you can count on and find how many. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strawberries there, so I can write my 6 underneath. And how many here? 1, 2, 3, so I can write my 3 in there, and then I can find out how many altogether. I know there's 6, so I'm going to count on from there. 6, 7, 8, yes, 9, and pop the answer in the end. Okay, have a go at that one afternoon if you want an activity. And we are adding on, and the numbers always get bigger, but when we start to subtract or take away, the numbers get smaller. So we've got some early taking away here, and in each case there's a creature and they're eating something. The rabbit's eating the carrots, the blue tits eating the caterpillars, and the blackbird's eating the worms. Okay, so there's 4 carrots and the rabbit takes 2. Now it says at the bottom, cross out how many you're taking away and you'll see how many are left. So what you could do is, when it says there's 4 carrots and rabbit takes 2, you can cross out 2 of your carrots like that. 1, 2, like that. Okay, and then how many are you left with? 2. Indeed. And then you can work that for the blue tit and the blackbird. And then maybe you can do, you can try some with your counters or your pasta or your cars, whatever you're using at home. You can count out 5 and take 1 away. How many have you got? You could count out 4 and take 2 away. How many have you got? Lots of practicing with the bits and pieces you've got. Doesn't have to always be on paper. We know that we learn a lot through play, don't we? We do a lot of exploring that way. Doubling. Now, we'll do lots of doubling as well, especially in the summer term when you're back with us in school, or before, hopefully. But doubling here, we're going to have a go. When we double, it's the same number again. So if we've got 2 strawberries, we need to draw another 2 strawberries. And then we end up with the sum 2 and 2. And altogether that would make 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need to draw the same amount again when you're doing your doubling. Okay. I've put in as well some Numicon cards. Where have I put my Numicon cards? Here they are. You've got a little set of the Numicon cards. I'm sorry they're not the plastic ones like in school, but they do fit together, same as the ones in school. So what's this one I've got here? 4 and 1 more, it's 5. Now, if I join number 3 to it, how many have I got now? Shall I show you a match? Yes, it's 8. It's the same as 8, isn't it? So you can use those cards just in the same way as you would use the Numicon in school. Don't stick them in your book. Keep these to play with, okay? Because you can do some finding out for yourself. So you might want to join 4 and 2 and see how many that makes. And you can do some matching. I think it matches with my number 6. It absolutely does. So they're there to play and explore with. Keep them safely in your envelope and then you can use those over and over again. Okay, I hope you enjoy using those. Now, what else have we got in the pack? Let's have a look. Oh, yes. Lots and lots of handwriting and pencil control. Ooh, I hope that you're all practicing your little frog on a log. Okay, your little tripod grip. Hold your pencil nice and close to the tip. Not up like this because it gets too wibbly wobbly and waggly, doesn't it? We don't want any waggly pencils. Hold it nice and close like this. Okay? Always call it our frogs on logs, don't we? And I've put in some sheets like this. Now, the letters are grouped. We've got the curly caterpillar letters, which all start with that K shape. K, K. Whether it's an A, because the A starts with a K, and then we go up, down, and flick. The K's themselves, the O, we go all the way round. We keep going round. The D, we go round and then up, down, and flick. The E, we're starting earlier, but we go across and then over and under, like the K. And the G, we go around, up, down, and under. And the Q, which we started last week, that's there too, where we do the K shape and then we come up and straight down and kick off. Okay, so that's our curly caterpillars. Our one-armed robot, they always have a motion that goes down and over, like our little robot with his one arm. Okay, and that's and and h and b and p. They're all in that pattern. And our long ladders, very straight, quite often have little kicks on the end, but they've got big straight lines in them. So our I and and t. Look at which ones are tall and look at which ones go down. Okay, our tall letters and our low letters. The tall ones are called ascenders and the low letters are called descenders. So they're all on there on your sheet as well. So have a little practice. And the zigzag letters, they're a bit jaggedy, aren't they? And they have lines that don't go straight across and don't go up and down all the time. They tend to go what you call on a diagonal. So the W is up, down, but it's not straight up and down like that. You're going on a diagonal. And V here as well. Fix van, off you go with a off you go. And so we've got lots and lots of super zigzag letters there. So have a go. And then there's one that includes all the alphabet. Now at school, we tend to use this K here. We don't tend to do the loopy K. So don't worry too much about doing a loopy K. Do the one here where we go down and then we come to the middle and kick up and then go down and kick. Okay, that's the K we tend to do in school. All right. If you practice those, let's let your mums and dads know that if you're forming the letter in the right way, then you develop what's called a muscle memory. So when you approach that letter again, your child will immediately feel the pattern of the letter. That's why we do quite a lot of handwriting practice and making those movements. If they're struggling with the tinier versions here, do them bigger. Okay, a brilliant idea is to get out a paintbrush, dip it in water, do it on your wall outside. Make sure you're doing big circle shapes, and this develops the strength that your child's going to need going forward to write. Okay, if you want any more tips on that, I will include some of those in the next pack. We've got a big section on reading and writing. Okay, but I do think your reading aids will help more than anything, okay, for reading. But here we go again, simple sentences to read and then write over. Okay, and some of you have got the cat word to do. Some of you have got, oh, where's it gone? I'll find it in here somewhere. The middle sounds. Okay. Oops. Is it gone? It's got a low battery, so I better not go on too long, had I? Okay, some of them have got the middle sounds like this to fill in. Okay, and keywords to practice. Those high frequency words that I've started talking about now. The words that we see lots and lots, that once we've learned to read them, that will help the fluency of our writing, because we'll know it when we see it, and off we go. Right, I know I've been waffling on about lots of things now, haven't I? So I hope you found your car park and you've been parking your cars or whatever vehicles you've got at your house to learn those tricky words. Okay, play a little game. Maybe you can get your mums and dads to do this. Start with your car, or maybe your person if you're wanting to get them to run to the space, your little toy doll or whatever, and say, right, it's time to go to no, and see if they can whiz quickly to no. Okay, time to park in 2. Okay, and see if they can get there. That will help you to learn reading those lovely words. Okay, last little thing is the pack, which is to do with our theme. Okay, when we're at school, we always have a theme. In the autumn term, when we arrive, it's all about me, and then it's about celebrations. And at the moment, we're moving, as I say, from light and dark into space. So lots of the activities this time are based around space, but also to do with your dice too. Okay, so we've got a cut and stick of the rocket, but you've got to roll the dice to get the piece. Okay, we've got a game of heading to space, and if you roll your dice, you can move your counter or little figure all the way home from the space adventure. And we've got some reading activities in there, and also we've got some extra cut and sticks, because I know everybody is enjoying the cut and sticks. See what pictures are created when you cut them and put them in the right order. Okay, we've got the roll it game, which is for learning your words as well. And just like I said, I know Enzo has been playing a lot with his dice at home. Roll the dice, find the number, write the number down, roll the dice again, write the number. What do those two numbers make all together? It's a great way of practicing your adding. Okay, shout outs to all those children who've been working really hard. I know you have. I know you've been trying brilliantly. I've heard from quite a few people. I've heard from Caden. Thank you, Caden, for all the lovely work you've been sending in. Enzo, I've heard from you and had some great photos. Iant, thank you very much. It's been great to see your work. And I've heard from Amy Lee as well. Thank you, Amy. I've seen your super work. Charlie sent me some photos. Thank you, Charlie. It's been great to hear from you. And I don't want to forget anybody. Charlie, Iant, Enzo, and Caden. Bella. That's it. Bella sent me some things too. Thank you, Bella. And I know you've been on reading eggs lots and lots, Bella, which is fantastic. Keep going with that. Keep practicing. Okay. I'll check up on you very soon. I'll make my calls on Monday. So parents, I'll be on the phone and just seeing how you are. But if you need me in the meantime, don't forget the email. Okay. I will reply to you as soon as I can. Take care, everyone, and have a lovely weekend. Okay, it looks like the sun's shining at the moment, so make sure you enjoy some fresh air, everybody. It's good for you, isn't it? All that vitamin D. Lots of love, everyone. Take good care. Bye-bye.